Hey Velocity.
Hey Velocity.
This is Scott and Jen Esposito sending you a message from Granada, Nicaragua. We are the first missionaries that Velocity has sent out, and we are actually on the church planting team that helped to plant Velocity about 6 years ago. Yep. And we've now been in Granada for about a year. Today is Friday, so for our friends from Velocity who came to visit us about 2 months ago, you know what Friday means. Today is our longest day of the week. We spent the morning in Pantanal, the barrio that we're serving, and then tonight we had a lot of friends come over, a lot of local friends from the neighborhood came over and spent the night. So it is late Friday night. We finished the day, and tomorrow is our sports program back in Pantanal. So these are our busiest 2 days of the week.
I think one of the hardest parts of being a missionary is probably that you're surrounded by poverty all the time. So you're usually dirty and hot. So you're uncomfortable anyway, and then kids break your heart, and you don't always know exactly the right thing to do. Sometimes maybe you want to give money, and that's not the right thing because we've been taught and we know that if you're not willing to give your time, you shouldn't give your money. But sometimes that's like the easiest thing to do, and so I feel like probably the hardest part is just discerning like when to give and what to do and what's the right thing to do. So you consistently have to spend a lot of time on your knees asking for wisdom and discernment, and a lot of times just asking the Holy Spirit to intercede.
Being a missionary here is probably one of the most rewarding things I've ever done. The need here is so great that it's really hard not to have an impact. And the people here are so receptive to the Word that we get a chance to share it all day long. And we've had so many people, those who know Christ but haven't necessarily chosen to follow Him, and then there's those who don't know Him at all. But they're all receptive, and they all ask questions. It's a very inquisitive culture. It's a very talkative culture. It's a culture with a lot of energy. So we're rarely in those circumstances where when we're sharing the Word that people just sit there quiet. They have a lot of questions, they have a lot of energy, and they love to argue and they love to debate, which just makes for a wonderful opportunity to share the Word. So I would say being able to share the Word every day with people who, even if they disagree with you, are willing to talk to you about it, and just see the changes. There's so many people we work with. To see the changes every day, that is incredibly rewarding, that there's many people out there where we're seeing that change.
You got raw material. This is at the end of the day. I'm not happy that this face is going on at the big screen. So do your magic.